crunching our way over the Dawson Trail. Talk of your cold through the Parker's fold, it stabbed like a driven nail. If our eyes we'd closed and the lashes froze till sometimes we couldn't see. It wasn't much fun, but the only one to whimper was Sam McGee. And that very night as we lay packed tight in our roads beneath the snow, and the dogs were fed and the stars o'erhead were dancing heel and toe, he turned to me and Cat says he, I'll cash in this trip I guess. And if I do, I'm asking that you won't refuse my last request. Well, it seemed so low that I couldn't say no. Then he says with a sort of moan, it's a cursed code and it's got right hold till I'm chilled clean through to the bone. Yet tank being dead, it's my awful dread of the icy grave that pains. So I want you to swear that foul or fair you'll cremate my last remains. A pal's last need is a thing to heed, so I swore I would not fail. And we started on at the streak of dawn, but God, he looked ghastly pale. He crouched on the sleigh and he raved all day of his home in Tennessee. And before nightfall, a corpse was all that was left of Sam McGee. There wasn't a breath in that land of death, then I hurried horror-driven, with a corpse half hid that I couldn't get rid because of a promise given. It was lashed to the sleigh and it seemed to say, you may tax your brawn and brains, but you promised true and it's up to you to cremate those last remains. Now a promise made is a debt unpaid, and the trail has its own stern code. In the days to come, though my lips were dumb, in my heart how I curse that load. In the long, long night, by the low firelight, while the huskies round in a ring howled out their woes to the homeless snows. Oh God, how I loathe the thing. And every day that quiet place seemed to heavy and heavier grow. And on I went, though the dogs were spent and the grub was getting low. The trail was bad and I felt half mad, but I swore I would not give in. And I'd often sing to the hateful thing, and I hearkened with a grin. Till I came to the marge of Lake Lebarge, and a derelict there lay. It was jammed in the ice and I saw in a trice it was called the Alice May. And I looked at it and I thought a bit, and I looked at my frozen chum. Then here said I with a sudden cry, is the crematorium. From the cabin floor, and I lit the boiler fire. Some coal I found that was lying around, and I heat the fuel high. The flames just soared, and the furnace roared. Such a blaze you seldom see. And I burrowed a hole in the glowing coal, and I stuffed in Sam McGee. went streaking down the sky. I do not know how long in the snow I wrestled with grisly fear, but the stars came out and they danced about. Here again I ventured near. I was sick with dread, but I bravely said I'll just take a peep inside. I guess he's cooked and it's time I looked, and the door I opened wide, and there sat Sam looking cool and calm in the heart of the furnace roar. And he wore a smile, you could see a mile, and he said, please close that door. It's fine in here, but I greatly fear you'll let in the cold and storm. Since I left Plumtree down in Tennessee, it's the first time I've been warm. There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. The Arctic trails have the secret tales that would make your blood run cold. The northern lights have seen strange sights, but the strangest they ever did see was that night on the marge of Lake LaBarge. I cremated Sam McGee. The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how did it get so late? Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and just let your mind flow downstream. Sprawled out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream. Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
That's us.
That's us.
It is us. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, y'all are my live streaming audience. Also, I am joined by Badger Spanner. Welcome.
Hi. Merry Christmas, all.
Merry Christmas, everybody. If y'all don't know, Badger Spanner is the lovely singer who performed on the Good Place Road song that I play before the show sometimes. We actually played that earlier. This is actually like hour 3 of the stream we're into. The first bit was only on Twitch and Periscope because YouTube, sometimes the algorithm doesn't like if I do things that aren't Minecraft. So the non-Minecraft pinball games that we were playing before were streamed elsewhere. If you want to stay ahead of stuff like that, following me on Twitter, you'll basically get stream announcements and be able to know when I'm doing stuff.
Ooh.
Yay. Also, I did see there's I posted about this on Twitter earlier as well, letting people know not to worry, that myself and my family are fine, even though there was a bombing here in Nashville, which is a very serious and unfortunate thing. It was in a part of town that I don't live in, and so there was no real direct impact on me. Obviously, it sounds like some people were injured, and there's a lot of speculation and stuff. I'm not up to date with exactly.
None of it's helpful at all, is it?
Yeah, so I'm not going to go into detail about any of this because it's all they're sorting it out as they go. I'm going to let the investigators there do their jobs. And hey, Hypno, Merry Christmas, Hypno. Dang it, Merry Christmas, Hypno. Okay. Yay, we did it. So, anyway, and...
But no, it's good that you and people you know are safe that you know.
Mm-hmm. Somebody says Badger is SG. Cool. What is SG?
I have no idea.
I don't know either. Okay, well, we tried.
We're not down with the kids.
Yeah, I'm glad you had a good happy Christmas, Jack. I'm glad to hear it. It's a very special guest. Okay, I thought it was either that or you were a Stargate unit.
Well, we learn something every day.
Yes.
So this is the thing we have learned today.
Yes. Okay. So, Badger was hanging out with us earlier for the pinball thing, and since originally I was going to take like a 1 hour break between the pinball stream and the Minecraft stream, and instead we played pinball 15 minutes into when we should have started the Hermitcraft. So you know what though? It's Christmas. If I want to play a little bit of pinball, maybe it's okay to be 15 minutes late for work on Christmas. I don't know.
It's your party, and you'll play pinball if you want to.
Exactly. So I'm not 100% sure about these pillars because in the real gate they're actually almost the same width as the walls, and so I might have to switch them over to being. I don't know. I might have to switch them over to being the chiseled sandstone, but I don't think that's going to look right either. I don't want to do this in quartz because that's like too white for the original structure.
Yeah, it wouldn't look great, and I think the grey would look too much if you use diorite as well.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because we don't have polished diorite walls, which is annoying.
But yeah, I've never actually been to Berlin, so I have not witnessed this firsthand.
Never been to Germany.
Mm-hmm. One of the nice things about building something like this, though, is now I have an excuse to go. I can be like, well, I've got to stop by Berlin while I'm in Europe so I can see the Brandenburg Gate that I built in Minecraft.
You have to go to Galicia to see the Tower of Hercules that you've made.
Oh, exactly. I have to. Like, that's just a thing that was never an obligation I had before, but now it's an obligation I have.
Going to the northern Atlantic side of Spain. Just to see that. And, to see Spain.
Yeah, I hear the rain in Spain stays mainly in the plains, so, I can visit a different part of Spain and keep my head dry.
It's a myth.
Really? Oh.
Sorry. In fact, if anything, it actually it rains more in the hills.
Oh, man, that's how they get you.
Yeah, exactly.
See, here I thought I was the hills expert. Spillin' Rainbow says, I always wanted to visit Britain. I haven't been to Britain myself. Now, as I understand it, though, Badger Spanner, you have some experience with Britain.
Yeah, it's like I've lived here all my life.
Hey, Darth Worth, and Merry Christmas, who tips too, who says, Merry Christmas, Joe, and all the chats. Well, Merry Christmas to you as well.
Merry Christmas, Darth.
And that puts us 18 away from our next face camera expansion. Okay. So, let's see. We are building the Brandenburg Gate from Berlin, Germany. And I was like, oh yeah, an inventory full of sandstone is going to be enough sandstone. But like
Nope.
This thing is gigantic.
It is huge. But thankfully, like on your server especially, like sandstone is pretty easy to come by. Because people take the sand and then leave the sandstone.
Yeah, and like the fact that, because originally I was worried I was going to have to go collect a bunch of sand. And I was like, oh, all the sand is basically mined out. It's going to take forever. And then I'm like, oh, wait, no, this is actually...
There's a whole vein of sandstone underneath it that everyone just leaves.
Yeah, no, I'm in great shape on the whole here.
It reminds me, like, maybe Izuma should do, like, a data pack where you can uncraft sandstone to make sand.
See, that's the thing, though, is, like, I'm always thinking about this from the point of view of parents whose kids are like, there's a way that you can make sand out of sandstone.
Bad for that, yeah.
And so, like, yeah. Hey, Mr. Hardluck, Tippin48, who says, one Jost of Christmas present, please. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Hardluck. And let's see. So we were at $2, so that's going to bring us evenly to $50. So that's 2 face camera expansions and $10 toward the next one. So here we go. Where is the camera? Everything's all kind of weird because of the pinball game earlier. Okay, here we are.
Oh, there you are.
Slot 7.
Hi.
The camera also got like pointed off. Apparently during the pinball game, for a while, it was pointed at the top of my head. Like, but nobody said
that's
it.
what a pinball machine would see.
Yeah. Not like my face from underneath, but like just the top of my head. Okay. But anyway, here we go. Howdy, y'all. Grow Hills here, expanded as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, I'll let you sing it.
We sang beautifully together. There we go.
Yeah, it was a do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do duet.
It was.
And then that is going to... Then we got one more. So here we go. Expand Joe. Do. And there we go. So thank you, Mr. Hardluck, for that. Whoa, I looked back at the chat, and what do I find but Mr. Hardluck here? I didn't... This doesn't rhyme. It was almost so good. We were
terrible planning.
We were $10 away from the next face camera expansion, but Mr. Hardluck rolls in with another 50, so that's going to put us evenly at that 60 milestone, that 80 milestone, and that hundo milestone. Daka says hundo all the time, and like ice okay. I just can't not say it now. Ice okay.
Ice okay.
So that is going to be 3 more face camera expansions. So here we go. Do you want to count us in? You can use British numbers. It's okay. Expand Joe. Do. It's a me. And then numero dos. Expand the Joe. Do. And then we got number 3. Now, y'all have seen that money go straight to my head. But now, things are about to get a little bit Dickensian up in here. Yes, that's right. Like Jacob Marley, who was certainly dead. These chains I forged in life. There is no question of that. Marley was dead as a doornail. But anyway, we're getting really sidetracked here. On a Hermitcraft stream with me, can you imagine?
Oh my god. Unprecedented.
Anyway, so something I have like a whole thing for this. I say this every day. Basically. Y'all have seen that money go straight to my head with each additional face camera expansion milestone target we hit. But now, like Jacob Marley, the chains I've forged in life are about to begin pulling me down to the deep below. Enter. Oh no, I lost the layer. The Jost. So there we go, dropping down to 90% Joe opacity. Each additional face camera expansion will be accompanied by a corresponding reduction in Joe opacity. Okay, so
you are now the Christmas spirit.
Am I the Christmas spirit?
Now.
Oh no!
I'm drinking Christmas spirit, but I can't mention that.
What a burden it is to be the Christmas spirit. Yeah. Now I think the Ghost of Christmas Present is it like the weird thing about him is that like he dies every day.
Yeah.
Every Christmas day, so he never gets to meet any of his siblings. But he's got like 1,700 of them by the time that Dickens is alive, or 1,800.
Yeah, which means like that's multiple of 23. Yeah, 23 squared every time.
Wait, why is that
20? For generations of cousins and siblings.
Oh.
There's like a proper formula to it.
I did not know that.
And it just increases every time by 23 squared, like the actual how to calculate it. Which is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Part of me is like, I should methodically do this in such a way that it looks like I know what I'm doing on the replay mod speed up version, just in case anyone ever wants to watch that. But then I'm like, no, people should know that it's just me jumping around, throwing blocks at the ground beneath me. Like,
Not just Minecraft.
Anna Blaze Banana says that begs the question though: who are the ghost parents? See, that is like legitimately a good question because I said like there's like a different generation every year, but it's not a different generation. They're all siblings,
Yeah.
and like he refers to them as his siblings. So
there might be a lot of incest going on.
well, but I mean, I was assuming but like I mean that's impossible because they're already like not there or they don't coexist. So it would have to be like different parents, but the same parents.
Maybe we are the parents, the people that they are visiting. Like they've come into existence through needing to be.
I will say one thing that I really liked about Scrooged was that they were just like, this is just a thing we do to rich people. Like, or this is just a thing we do to powerful, greedy people on Christmas. They made a joke about like, oh yeah, they all say they're not going to cry when they see their mama, but Attila the Hun was just bawling away. It's like
Niagara Falls, Frankie. Niagara Falls.
Yeah, Attila the Hun was bawling like Niagara Falls.
Yeah, Bezos could use some visiting.
Cass Gilbert tips 8, who says, "Howdy, Joe. The Hogfather was kind of gifting me some D&D books and minis this year. What did he give you?" Well, I didn't get anything from the Hogfather in particular, although Papa K actually sent me a keyboard and a mouse, and I don't have all that set up. I do have Corrales. Well,
Papa K doesn't love you as much as he loves
no,
Brian.
Apparently, so Papa K, who is Corrales, sent all the hermits some cool keyboards and mice because he has invested some of his YouTube earnings into buying part of a keyboard and mouse company that his friend owns. And so he's like, hey, these are the keyboards and mice I use, and also I have a lot of them. Here's one for everybody. And so we all got cool stuff from Corrales, except for Grian, who not only got the same thing. So all of us ostensibly were supposed to get the same thing, except Grian's box had 10 hats in it. And 10 people didn't get hats who weren't Grian. So there's a mystery there of how did Grian sneak in and pack all those hats for himself?
Because he definitely did it himself.
Because that's definitely a Grian crime and not a Papa K oversight.
Yeah, it's like with the lockdown, like because I know he's towards like southern England, that he would be under tier 4 at the moment. Mm-hmm. So it must be a conspiracy. So he must have paid someone off to give him the 10 hats.
Yeah, clearly.
Within Corrales' company that he's invested in, so
it was an inside job. That makes sense. So I got some nice presents from Corrales. What else? Let's see. I've been reading one of the books that I got for Christmas, actually from Badger Spanner earlier today, which is my friend Leonard Richardson, who actually came and stayed in my apartment for the eclipse a few years back. Him and his wife Sumana. I actually occasionally will tweet like when Sumana's doing a cool thing, because Sumana sometimes does like weird live stream stuff.
She seems really cool.
She's super cool. She is one of the most like exciting, and she's like an exciting person to talk to because she's genuinely excited by engaging with whoever she's talking to, at least like when I've been around her. And not that like you don't want to generalize. Like I'm sure that there are times when she wants to just be left alone, but like she is a thrilling conversationalist, and so yeah, I'm sure that you two would get along. But anyway, Leonard has a new book called Situation Normal that's based on his short story, The 4 Kinds of Cargo. And let me 4 Kinds of Cargo, Leonard Richardson. And I think where is it? I can link it. He's got it on his website. The premise of his short story, The 4 Kinds of Cargo, which he wrote in like 2012, and it's one of my favorite sci-fi short stories. but it is a short story about a smuggling ship where basically the captain of the ship grew up watching like stuff like Firefly and just decided like, yup, I want to do that, and like is just obnoxiously good at basically being a space paladin, and everyone's always upset as a result all the time because it's like, this is not how the real world works, and it's just like, not today it isn't, or like just like or today you just like dumb like melodramatic smuggling captain who's, you know, super big into like how, you know, honor and all this other stuff. And it's funny too because like the people who serve on the ship serve there because it's one of the only ships where the captain thinks everybody should get an equal share rather than the captain getting half and then they all get a share of the remainder. And so the setting is really neat. And so I haven't gotten, like, I know that the characters in the short story, The Four Kinds of Cargo, are in the novel, but I haven't gotten far enough in there yet. But I started reading that today, so that was one of my other Christmas presents. So thank you again, Badger, for that.
You're very welcome.
Oh, you also got me another book, which I haven't actually, like, really opened yet. Because I feel like it will just make me...
Yeah, I know. It was the kind of thing that I knew might make you a bit upset and kind of frustrated, but it's more for the kind of days where you feel kind of wanderlust and need that kind of future planning comfort kind of thing.
Yeah, it is a guidebook to Great Britain, which I have...
A Lonely Planet guide,
yes.
Which are usually really well written.
Well, and Lonely Planet's actually based in 15 miles away from me. I know a bunch of people who work there or used to work there.
Yeah.
So yeah. But it's one of those things. Like I was like, if I open this, I'm gonna be like, I want to travel now, sobby face. So, but I actually do. I don't know. You ordered this online, right? So you haven't actually seen this book in person. You never like picked it up, right?
What, the Lonely Planet one?
Yeah.
I've seen it in bookstores.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, I don't think I've ever actually paid
I was going to say,
attention.
let me go grab it real quick, because it's actually amusing. I got to take the headphones off to get up.
He's gone. He's not wearing his headphones. Quick. We riot at dawn. Boxing Day. We riot. Yeah? Come on. We can do this. Just pretend I didn't say anything. I can hear movement. Shh. Stay very, very still. We're hunting rabbits.
Yeah, I was going to say, this book is, like, bigger than my head. Like...
Uh-huh.
Like, it's gigantic. So, yeah. But, I mean, I see that you have all sorts of stuff. You have a Victoria and Albert Museum.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. It's one of my favourite museums in London.
Excellent. And you apparently have skiing and snowboarding in the Scottish Highlands. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, the Cairngorms, yeah.
Oh, and you have horse riding. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, well, you can do horse riding anywhere, to be fair.
Well, I mean...
There are even, like,
anywhere.
bridle ways in Hampstead Heath near me.
Oh, really? That's cool. I see that you have places for sleeping and eating in Western Gloucester. Gloucester?
Leicester.
And Cheltenham.
Cheltenham.
Has Regency buildings and manicured squares that are apparently quite graceful.
A lot like Bath, which is another Regency kind of place. It's beautiful there.
England's smallest city is called Wells.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently...
It's where Edgar Wright was brought up, and it's where they filmed Hot Fuzz.
Oh, that's fun. Oh, yeah, film buffs might recognize it from the hit British comedy Hot Fuzz.
There you go.
Oh, well, you're right. Okay. They have a place called the Wookiee Hole there.
Oh yeah, Wookie Hole is a place in Somerset in Cheddar Gorge where the cheese comes from. They actually age it in the caves around there,
Yeah.
and they have a Christian kind of lore, kind of folklore around there
Hmm.
of the Witch of Wookie Hole. But unfortunately, as kind of Christian kind of stories, it's about an evil witch, and she's like a devil worshipper, and she has to be vanquished, kind of thing. And
No.
good comes out of that.
She can't just be a nice witch who like has a cave full of cheese.
No, she has to be an evil witch. But they were auditioning because they actually have a like museum kind of thing for it,
Hmm.
and they were auditioning for a witch of Wookie Hole. But I was told that I should go for it.
You
But
should.
I said no for religious reasons because I
Mm.
don't want to propagate that kind of stuff. To be fair,
No, that's fair. Somebody asked if Badger has done a face reveal. Badger was on camera for
yeah.
our St. Patrick's Day stream.
Can't get rid of my face on that stream.
No, yeah, our faces were both gigantic. And we both had, and that's where the song the green screen dress song is about Badger wearing a green screen dress for St. Patrick's Day. For that.
Although for the actual St. Patrick's Day stream, it was like a green screen top with like a long vest on top.
It was fine.
I did
Like,
what I could with the time I had.
Yeah. What is this guy doing? Unacceptable amount of arrows in my torso.
Oh no.
When it comes to arrows in your torso, one is too many.
Yeah, one is too many, especially if it's to the knee.
Yeah. Oh, I used to be an adventurer like you, and then I got an arrow to the knee.
Oh, Anna Blaze Banana, you don't need to sanitize the cave for cheese storage. That's the whole point, is the bacteria helps the cheese develop.
Oh.
Because it's got like a proper ambient temperature to it, and yeah.
Hey, welcome, Charles Garrett. So yeah, the problem is I need to hold down the W button, but it's hard to do that and flip through this book at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a whole section here on Cardiff, Pembrokeshire, and South Wales.
Oh, I like Wales. It's nice there. Really, really pretty. And I love Welsh accents as well.
Well, I'm apologetic that I don't have a Welsh accent then. Maybe that would be helpful. But
Well, back in the day, like a lot of British and American actually, like movies and TV, when they needed an actor to do an Indian voice, they used Welsh, and it worked vice versa as well. And it was this weird conglomerate of them. Like they were so lazy to do either accent that it just ended up in the middle.
apparently there's a place in Wales called Hay on Wye, and that just makes me
It's
think
not in Wales.
that sounds
It's
like a
on-
sandwich. I love it.
Yeah, Hay on Wye is
Oh, that's not in Wales.
on the English side.
Oh,
It's in
okay.
Herefordshire, I believe.
Okay.
But they have a book festival there, and it is amazing.
Oh, well, that's on page
It's proper
681.
festival. It's so expensive though, so you'd want to basically stay in Wales over the border
Uh-huh.
and then come over the Wye to visit, or you
Oh.
could camp, which a lot of my friends do.
Oh, the Wye is a river. Okay, so we could possibly even visit a bridge on the River Wye.
Yeah,
It does sound like a dry
it
sandwich.
does sound like a very dry sandwich.
There's
filling
another
the
skeleton here.
Yeah, it's an incredibly expensive experience as well. But also the town itself is full of very rich people and very, very cool secondhand bookstores and things like that.
Hmm. Oh, that's neat. And like, so do they have a?
Something
it's-
that you could visit and like have a day trip to.
Well, it says they have a 10-day Hay Festival, which is the leading festival of literature and the arts in Britain.
Mhm.
A kind of bookworm's Glastonbury. See, that's the thing, is I know what a bookworm is, but I don't know what a Glastonbury is.
At Glastonbury. Glastonbury is a farm it's actually a small village in Somerset, which is one of the border towns of England to Wales.
Mhm.
And it is originally a hippie festival
Mhm.
that was started in the 60s.
Ooh.
And it was basically a farm. And they decided to build a stage and out of their cowshed. And that's now one of the biggest music festivals in the world.
That's cool.
They have at least, I think it's like 4 million people there at any given year.
Jeez, that's a lot of people. That's a big festival.
So big. And you have to like get a bus from one side of the camping site to the other to get to the stage and stuff, unless you want to walk through,
Well,
which
apparently,
can take you a long time.
apparently they have a bike route that leads to Hayes as well. And I know that you might not be the biggest cyclist, but I was thinking though about what if I got like a bicycle rickshaw? I'm sure they rent
or a
those.
tandem. Wow.
Or I'm scared of tandem bikes, like, but the bicycle rickshaw is like a big tricycle.
Yeah.
And that feels like I could do
It's
that.
got the stability. So if
Yes.
one loses the kind of balance, then you'll be fine.
Well, one of the reasons I don't like cycling too much myself is because of my coughing fits from my digestive problems. I'm worried like I'll lose my balance if I have a coughing fit. So actually being on
Tricycle would be great.
so having an excuse to have a giant tricycle sounds like the perfect thing for me.
That sounds so much fun.
Okay.
It's like the you've got pillagers.
Yeah, it's always something, Lauren.
There's always something. But yeah, that bike route, the river route that you showed me for Chattanooga looks really fun as well.
Oh yeah, no, that's a really cool greenway. Yeah, we call those greenways here usually. Yurgi says you need an excuse. If someone wants a giant tricycle, feel free to get one when able. Well, okay. The thing is, when able, actually buying a like rickshaw giant tricycle is not cheap.
And then like how do you transport it between where you want to go?
Yeah, and so like just renting one when I'm doing something with other people for the day feels like a better plan. Because like here's the thing too, Yurgi, is even if I did buy a giant tricycle to use here in Nashville, what happens when I go to the UK to visit Hey on Y, which is basically, at this point, I just like the name more than anything, but still. Yeah, if the game knows it's Christmas enough to change the chests, why is it still spawning pillagers? Like, can't it just be like, hey, y'all,
Have a day off.
we're just all going to be chill, peace and joy,
Because like aren't the union? Don't they get holiday?
Hey, GoGen750, thank you for the 10, who says, hey, yo, Joe, here's my small Christmas present to you. I just wanted to say thank you for everything you do and these fun streams you've done for us. Gladly. Thank you so much, GoGen750. Merry Christmas to you and yours as well. That's going to put us $2 away from the next face camera expansion. So, Tungsten Train says, if you went to the UK, would you visit the Yogscast? I actually don't know those people. Like, I know people think, like, Minecraft YouTube is a really small world, but it's bigger than you would think. Bruno says, we had some guy here make a rickshaw out of the back of a Volkswagen Beetle connected to the front part of a motorcycle.
Oh my gosh.
That is why I need a garage.
Yeah.
Because that is exactly the sort of stuff that we need to be cooking up. That is some red-green level stuff.
Nice.
Um,
The only thing I know about Yogscast is Diggy Diggy Hole, and that's it.
oh, I thought that was Doc M.
Wishes.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That sounded really cruel, but no, yeah. I bet he does.
It's
such a
fine.
big song. And he does use it quite a lot.
Some people are saying Prime Minister of India raid. Is there a YouTuber called the Prime Minister of India, or
I think you've had this before, haven't you?
have I? That's such
Yeah.
a oh, that's fun. Okay, I probably should have brought like some empty shulker boxes or something, but like both times I did this, I was like, well, how much sandstone could I actually use? It's just a 65-meter long by 11 meters deep. So I mean, I'm already at 11 stacks, right?
Wow.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Good planning, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
La, da, 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 da. Hey, Clint Newton tips 10, who says, hope Nashville isn't too hectic right now. Send in prayers from Jersey. Well, thank you very much, Clint. Yeah, we had some telecommunications problems as a result of the explosion. Luckily, not too many people were hurt. I mean, I haven't seen the final numbers because they're still, looking into that. But that is going to put us $8 past our next face camera expansion target. So here we go. It's time to expand. Joe. Do, 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 do. But one thing that is fortunate was the timing. Christmas Day, Christmas morning. A lot of people are not out in the streets. That's normally a super busy area, though, downtown. So, yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. Like, it's always better if these things just didn't happen, but it could have been so much worse. And I'm not going to speculate too much because there's just so much we don't know. But I'm fortunate. My family and I don't live too close to there, and the people who do live close to there, they were able to get evacuated. And
it was also quite a commercial district as well, where it was immediately.
Yeah, I mean, there's some apartments and condos down there, but not a ton. So it was basically a lot of closed businesses for the most part that were hardest hit, which is still not great for them. But once again, an explosion this big having such a low injury count is uncommon. And so, trying to look at the silver lining here. Do I have live chat on? No, I have top chat on. Thank you, Spillin' Rainbow. Okay, so probably a bunch of people are saying, wait, what explosion? Oh, sorry, there was a explosion in downtown Nashville this morning, and they knocked out a major telco switch from AT&T. Yeah, I'm certain it was deliberate.
Ugly is in Tennessee, in Nashville. They blew out their windows, apparently.
Who is in Nashville?
Coyote Ugly Bar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right there.
I think that's one thing that people think of Nashville as well.
Yeah, that is right there. So
I'm going to verify that it's Tom. I don't want to comment on that.
No, I saw that as well, actually, though.
Yeah.
But I'm not like trying. This is not a news
stream. I don't really want to bring it up too much.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not like, I'm not here to do coverage of the explosion. No. I'm here. I'm letting people know I'm fine. My family's fine. Yeah. People were worried. They wanted to hear from me. So but I can't really address anything too much more. Okay, so while we run back, continuing to just flip through the Lonely Planet Guide to Great Britain. This is one of my Christmas presents from our special guest tonight, Badger Spanner. Let's see what else is... See, it'd be so much... I would feel like I was getting more done if I was holding down W. Okay.
Instead of just stopping dead.
Instead of just stopping dead in the game. Okay, so here's a place I don't even know how to pronounce the name of. I'm just flipping at random through this book. Ceredigion, bordered by Cardigan Bay and the Cambrian Mountains. You have mountains?
Yeah, there are mountains in the UK, but they're mostly in Wales and Scotland.
Gotcha. It's an ancient Welsh kingdom founded by 5th century chieftain Ceredig. How do you pronounce that?
No idea how you're doing that.
Okay.
There's loads of Welsh that lots of British people don't get.
It has some of Britain's cleanest beaches, but also no train access south of Aberystwyth.
Aberystwyth.
And a natural barrier known as the Green Desert of Wales. I've never even heard of that. The barren uplands of the Cambrian Mountains.
Yeah, Cambrian,
sorry. Getting there in a way. Aberystwyth is the main rail hub in Ceredigion, linking it with Shrewsbury in England.
I think that's actually how the Welsh say cardigan is done.
Oh, really? Dang it. Now I'm on fire.
Well, not. I mean, you always are, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I'm always hot. I'm just, not always on fire. Usually that only happens after I get, 3 shots through the hoop in a row. I don't know if you guys had that game, but there was a game called NBA Jam in America. And if you were good at throwing the basketball into the hoop, the announcer would yell, "He's on fire!" But, because...
Game of Thrones locations, a lot of that was in Northern Ireland.
Oh, really? Okay.
Numvidar just commented on
That's
that.
smart, Namvada. Yergi says Joe's playing it dangerous with those bridges. I didn't even see where the bridges were. That's, really a bad idea.
Yeah.
The National Library of Wales is there. And the Ceredigion Museum, which used to be a theater, then got turned into a cinema promising amusement without vulgarity. I don't know if there's any place for that in
it was
modern
Puritan kind of style. Yeah.
But now it is a museum. Interesting. It looks like there's a lot of restaurants and places to drink all over the UK.
Wales as well, it has a lot of pubs, but yeah, the UK is just full of them. A lot of them have been closing down, but there should at least be a few left when you do eventually come over.
Excellent.
I hope.
One day travel will be a thing that people can do.
Yeah.
Somebody says, is Joe using a tissue for a bookmark? Yes. Because I have a tissue box right here. And the thing is, I don't even need a bookmark because I'm just flipping at random through this. I don't need to keep track of where I was.
No.
There's a place called Edale with a peak district.
I've been to Edale. It was one of the first places where the Black Death was reported.
Oh.
It's Edale and Ilham village nearby.
Mm-hmm. There's a Moorland tourist office.
It's like the tiniest little villages you're coming up with.
Well, because I'm doing it at random. I don't know.
You are. It's amazing.
Greta Thunberg says, sorry, I had to dip for a bit. What did I miss? People were asking about my Christmas presents, and so I got out this guide to Great Britain that Badger Spanner sent me, so I won't be ignorant forever.
Only temporarily.
Yeah. Okay, Swansea Bay and the Gower. I've heard of Swansea.
Swansea.
Okay, I didn't say I heard how to say it, but I've heard of it. Swansea. Like the Swans. Hit the jukebox. I don't know. That was almost decent. Okay. 2800 Honey says, in the London area, there's the British Museum and the Royal Botanical Gardens.
Royal Botanical Gardens we call Kew Gardens because that's where it is in South London. It's lovely there. They have really, really cool, well, to be fair, it's a kind of museum of British Empire because it's a kind of museum about all of the places that Britain took over and stole plants from.
So is that where I could get to see the Elgin marbles from the Parthenon?
The British Museum, yeah.
Museum, okay.
Yeah. And all museums in the UK are free for entry. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because thinking about how much it's going to cost to actually fly across an ocean.
But yeah,
I've never actually done an international flight. When my parents took us to Canada, we drove. So it's
well, my first proper long haul international flight was to see you. So new experiences.
Yes, it would be rude of me not to do the same. And then I can appear on your YouTube show for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
And yeah. Okay.
Live from Shamblecraft.
I mean, it only seems fair.
Exactly. There we go. But yeah, no, there are so many places that would be cool to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's those places I haven't been as well, and it'd be a nice excuse to go and see them.
Oh yeah, well it's the same thing with Nashville. I had a whole list of places I was going to take you that I was like, well, I've been to the Country Music Hall of Fame or this museum or that museum, but like I haven't been there for like 8 years. I don't get back there all the time because why would I? You know, so I'm sure there's places where it's like, oh yeah, we went on a school trip here like 15 years ago.
In London especially, like the tourist stuff is usually quite expensive, and it's a nice excuse when people are here to make the most of that.
Mm-hmm.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you like your book.
It is fun. No, I just didn't want to look at it by myself because I was like, I'll just be sad that I can't leave my apartment. One day.
Yeah. That is a definite safe place to stand on some leaves that are slowly decaying.
They're not on leaves. I'm on a trunk.
You are now.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there's some delay. That's fine.
There is a little delay.
Yeah. I'm realizing I shouldn't have put all the sandstone in the furnaces because I need to put the trees in the furnaces.
But it's there. It's not cluttering up your inventory doing that. So
Nope.
you're just a step ahead where you need to be.
Precisely.
It's just extra storage. So there you go.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So bum 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 bum. Why do I have Charlie Brown Christmas stuck in my head? Oh yeah, because it's Christmas. That'll do it. Oh man, I really should have like cooked more coal at some point earlier. Now I'm really paying for this. Did not think
Paying that
so.
charcoal tax.
Mm-hmm. I did not
That's where
bootstrap this successfully. No, that is where they get me. I done been gotten. Yeah, B00 said this was fine. Is this his main house here with the horses? No, probably, hopefully not. This is going to be a little bit noticeable from B-Dub's space. Just
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a little bit. Somebody says,
I'm
hey,
surprised you didn't build it on Doc's side, to be fair.
Well, I thought there's no good place facing Doc's area because this is so huge. No, like it would have made sense. Be like, okay, and here we're gonna enter the German district of Hermitcraft, so let's have a nice gate. But no, I just couldn't find a good location for it.
You could have the remains of the Berlin Wall, and David Hasselhoff as a armature, as like a armor stand there.
Mm. Oh, the Newseum, which is a pun on news and museum in Washington, D.C., which is now closed. They actually had a tower from the Berlin Wall, and it was so big, they actually, to get it into the museum, they imported the tower and then built the part of the museum around it. Yeah. And now that the museum is closed down, I'm genuinely curious. It's like, what do you do with something like that? Like you can't get it out. So it's like, if this becomes like a restaurant, it's just going to be a restaurant with a Berlin Wall tower.
Berlin Wall.
Another thing they had, and this is the first time I've ever seen one of these in real life, was a toppled statue of Lenin. And we're all looking at it, and we're like, when they shipped it, did they have to leave it like sideways because otherwise it wouldn't be toppled anymore? Hey, Lila, thank you for the 5, who says, howdy, Joe, hope you're having a very Merry Christmas. I'm doing my best. That is going to put us 7 away from our next Face Gamer expansion. Thank you so much, Lila, and Merry Christmas to you and yours as well. Hope you are also having a good Christmas. I got to say, having Badger on to do that pinball stream, which is now inadvertently extended into a Minecraft hangout. This has accidentally been a better plan than I thought it was going to be.
Yay! I'm glad.
So, no, I'm having fun. It's just, I don't know. I'm good at talking to myself for hours at a time, but it's more fun to talk to other people. Yay. So.
Yeah, going back, re-erecting Lenin would be a bad thing, maybe.
No, you don't want to be the guy who, like, untopples the statue to ship it. Because it's like, do you know how much they paid for this toppled Lenin?
No, but I can imagine quite a lot. Which is ironic, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But what price can you put on a price of, communist slaves building that massive statue?
I don't know. But yeah, I'm so sad that the museum closed before I got a chance to take her in there. But like, because it was only around since like 2006. But like, people just weren't that interested in a journalism museum, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. One of my favourite museums in London, which I know was an American kind of thing that came over here. We had Museum of the Moving Image and it was based in London for quite a while. When I was growing up, it had like an exhibit where you could be green screened as Superman flying and stuff like that. And they also had some original Daleks from Doctor Who. And you could actually get inside them the way the actors could.
Oh, that's neat. So you
yeah,
actually
it
get
was
to...
so cool. But I have a memory of it for the wrong reasons, and it will stay with me forever. Because I was completely hyper. It was like my birthday, and I was running around with friends, and I got in this Dalek very carefully because it was like, even as I think I was about 6.
Mm-hmm.
So I was much smaller than Corinne as well at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And because your daughter is very tall, she's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But so I got in this Dalek.
She's in like the 95th percentile for height for her age group.
She's awesome. But so I got into this Dalek quite carefully, and I was so excited about being in this Dalek that I forgot how small the hatch was when I got out, and I completely knocked myself out.
Oh, no.
I hit my head on the way out.
Ouch.
So I have been like poleaxed by a Dalek.
Oof.
Without it meaning to be fair. Maybe it did.
Yeah, I mean, they're all about that cruelty. Also, thank you to
Exactly.
Silver Sparrow for tipping too, who says Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well, Silver Sparrow, and to yours. That puts us 5 away from our next face camera expansion. Okay. But yeah, it's like just not being able to go to a museum for 7 or 9 months or whatever we're on at this point. It's like
March the 336th.
Yeah, it's a blurb. Okay. I know that I can land on top of that tree and chop it down. Am I going to? It seems
I
like
believe in you.
I keep landing on other trees thinking it's this one. And then I get to the trunk and I'm like, well, the one I was trying to hit didn't have a trunk. So
2800 Honey says, every time you watch Doctor Who, do you get a headache? Nice.
Isn't there actually like a Doctor Who museum thing? Like,
Oh yeah, in Cardiff Bay.
in Cardiff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to go to Cardiff anyway.
Yeah, me too. I've never been to Cardiff Bay. I've been to Cardiff loads of times, and
What's-
I've seen a lot of the filming places, but I've never been to the actual Cardiff Bay, like where the Ianto shrine is and where the exhibit stuff is.
Oh, I was going to ask what's the difference, but I realized I literally have a reference book.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right
it's only about a mile difference, but there's quite a lot of like business parks in the way. So as a pedestrian, you can't really get to it.
Gotcha. Okay. So, England, London. Okay, so Cardiff is on page 641. This book is like, this is over 1,000-page book.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, you have a lot of stuff going on in England and around.
Yeah, we've been around a while.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
tend to accumulate stuff.
The capital of Wales since just 1955. What was the capital of Wales before that?
no idea, actually.
Maybe it didn't even have one. Is that like a Welsh pseudo independence thing? It was like 55 when they got their
I
parliament.
don't think so. No, because they've been in the UK for a long time.
Gotcha. Cardiff has embraced its role with vigor, emerging in the new millennium as one of Britain's leading urban centres. Spread between an ancient fort and an ultra-modern waterfront, compact Cardiff seems to have surprised even itself with how interesting it has become. Interesting. It says it makes an excellent base for day trips to surrounding valleys and the coast.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think it was just because it was made of so many different provinces that there wasn't a proper capital at that time.
Hey, Kaz from Wales, who presumably is from Wales based on their username, says, I was walking through town one night after some adult beverages and saw the TARDIS. Yeah, they because I'm sure they shoot a lot of Doctor Who stuff there, so that or all of it
do.
basically. That
They
isn't.
pretend it's London as well.
Yeah.
But I went to the BBC Broadcasting Centre when it was still open in London. It's where they filmed a lot of live British things, and they had one of the actual TARDISes outside, and I got to pose with. There was like this green room in the basement that I was going to for an event, and they had Davros, like the original latex puppet, kind of in this wall. So I got to pose for a photo with it. It was so cool.
Okay.
But yeah, that was fun. But yeah, I'd love to go to Cardiff Bay proper. Like show you around normal Cardiff, but yeah, Cardiff Bay will be something we can discover together.
Well, and here's the thing too: is I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, I'm gonna visit England, so I need to spend 7 days, and I need to go to Ireland, and I need to go to Scotland, and I need to go to Paris, which is nearby, and like, no, I'm just like, okay, like I'll fly in and go to one part of a country and just hang out there for a week. And like I don't need to like zoom all over. It's like, because in theory, if I can, like, I want to start being able to plan and budget for vacations that I could do every year. And so it's like, or maybe not internationally every year, but like at least, well, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, your first experience of the United Kingdom and Republic of Ireland was going to be the Republic of Ireland.
Yeah, because of that wedding that you invited me to.
Yeah.
Which
So,
unfortunately
it's a
had to
shame
be cancelled. Or
Yeah,
postponed.
well,
It wasn't
redone,
cancelled.
but yeah.
Hey,
We'll see. Maybe you can get to London before that, so we can do England first.
Greet Tips 10, who says, Merry Christmas, Joe. Or Greta, actually. I always say that wrong. Greta Tamberg Tips 10, who says, Merry Christmas, Joe. You've been such a comfort for me during COVID and everything. And I just wanted to say thank you for being an amazing creator, bringing me many evenings of chill and funny streams. Well, thank you very much, Greta. That's going to put us 5 away from our next face camera expansion. Merry Christmas to you as well. Sorry to cut you off. That,
You won.
okay. Sorry. Yeah. But yeah, it would be fun to see London, and like,
Yeah.
It's frustrating too because that wedding trip, like I had babysitting lined up. It was like the first time in my life where it's like I'm actually gonna get to leave the country and go on vacation, and like
And COVID.
and it's like
Shake my fist in the sky. COVID.
well, and yet we endure.
We endure because we have to.
Okay, so
Hey, we thrive. Well,
as best we can.
we thrive in different ways than maybe we planned originally.
Yeah. Oh, also, sorry, Wittershins asked, hey, Joe, are you guys okay? Sorry for not answering you right away, but we've talked about this several times on the stream, so I'm trying not to, like, I don't want somebody being a jerk in my city to completely derail my stream, but I do recognize that people are worried about my safety, and I do need to say, yes, we're okay. The explosion was several miles away from me. I don't live in that part of town, and nobody in my family or group of friends was injured directly. I mean, it seems like it's going to be a mess for the people that lived over there, but in terms of like me, if you're worried about me, I'm okay. So thank you for asking. and for your patience on my response. Yeah, the thing about London, though, is I'm assuming, like, hotels in London are expensive. And so part of me is just like, hey, this let's go to Cardiff thing.
They're just as expensive in Cardiff, though.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Cardiff is surprisingly expensive.
Gotcha.
Especially if you wouldn't want to drive. Yeah.
I would
You'd have
not
to
want
be
to rent a
interested
car
in
and drive in a foreign country, no.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. These might not all be even. Garvin Dragon, Tippin 20 says, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well, Garvin. That is going to put us $5 past our next face camera expansion. So here we go. It's time to expand. Excuse me. That's going to bring us down to 70% Joe Pasty here. And thank you again. Austin Billy says, just got here. What did I miss out on? We're just working on our thing. What is this called?
Brandenburg Gate.
Brandenburg Gate, yes. And Badger Spanner is here.
Hi.
So we were just hanging out.
Talking about traveling to Britain and things like that. Someday.
So, let me grab the scaffolding.
Scaffolding.
Let's talk about the pizza earlier. It's got to me broadly exciting about the... I can't do that accent.
It's me, Mario.
It's me, Mario. Yaha!
We should watch the live action film at some point on the Discord.
The live action Mario film.
Oh yeah, it's so bad.
I don't wanna make people feel like they should
Suffer.
Yeah, like if they want to inflict that on themselves, that's like their thing. But like when I suggested let's do It's a Wonderful Life, I genuinely enjoy the movie and I felt like people would enjoy it. You know, like I don't
Yeah, but shared pain is, you know, a way to get things together.
I feel like that's something I I don't know. I have no problem doing that with my friends, like in Nashville, but like with the Discord, like the part of it is it's like people are paying to be entertained and like forcing them to watch things or suggesting they watch things that are explicitly like bad at being entertaining feels antithetical to like the social contract of
Oh my gosh, NJ said, why would you do that to us, Badger? And then followed it up with, the last time we tried to watch that movie, the DVD player noped and promptly broke.
wow. Hey, Goldavik, thank you for the 5. Who says Merry Christmas to you, Joe and Badger Spanner? Thank you very much. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Cole.
Merry Christmas, Gall. That puts us 10 away from the next face camera expansion, and it looks like a PayPal tip just rolled in as well from Rex Verdi. Hey, Rex, thank you. That's very kind of you. Who says, from your internet friend Rex, Merry Christmas to you, Joe and Badger Spanner. Well, thank you. That is going to put us, okay, so the first 10 puts us at the next face camera expansion, and then 5 away from the one beyond that. So here we go. It's time to expand Joe's. The most obnoxious Joe Pasty, 60%. There we are. Yeah, too bad. Deal with it. It's my face. Mr. Lance says, I genuinely enjoy the live-action Mario Brothers movie. Okay.
Bob Hoskins is amazing in that. I'm sorry, but he is.
Honestly, I haven't watched that film in, like, since it came out on VHS. So, like, maybe it's not as bad as I remember.
I think it could be genuinely become a proper cult classic.
Like, I don't know. I'm always saying that if people want to organize stuff like this themselves, they are welcome to do it. So you know what?
Fine.
If you want to go on the Discord and throw a Mario movie night,
It's a shame that we missed Mario Day, though. We should have done it for that.
Is that March 10th? Like, isn't that coming up again?
No, but it was 25 years this year, this March.
Oh, gotcha. But I mean, still, like if you want to organize this, I will attend it. But I'm not going to throw a Mario viewing party.
You're not going to be the person to inflict that pain.
No, and it will be like this is an unofficial community event.
Yeah.
This is Badger's fault, not mine. There'll be a drawing of a bus and like me just casting you underneath it. So
in other words, Joe does not want to get the blame for this.
Yeah. Throwing cards says, I'm new here. Is his face this big in real life? We actually had
depends on the size of your screen.
Wait, no, I had a thing that said actual size, but I don't. One of these overlays used to say actual size. It doesn't anymore.
But yeah, if you're watching like on a phone, then his face is bigger.
Yeah, actual size. There is no March 10th in Bossing Say. Okay. Oh, of course. Things I've thought through include... Okay, that is one higher. I knew it.
As you do.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, scaffolding is a fun way to find that out.
Okay. So, yeah, we're going to take a layer off this. Yay.
On my screen on Vidar, he is not 20 centimeters. He is at least 40.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm just skimming here. If somebody... Okay, I don't know what this person is doing. Don't do weird stuff with caps. I don't have time to understand what y'all are arguing about because I'm trying to work. For very loose definitions of work.
Yeah.
Hopefully some more of those have cooked. Monsieur says there's a Joe Hills Discord. Yeah, it's part of the Patreon thing, starting at $5 a month. A month.
A munch.
A munch. $5 a month. Nom 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 nom. Patreon.com/Joe Hills. Yay. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Links shouldn't work, Gojin. But no, don't share links to Discords here, because I don't... Like, there are existing fan spaces for y'all to post links to things, and this is not one of them. I'm glad that those exist, so I don't have to allow it here. Go enjoy those.
Take it elsewhere.
Okay. Merry Christmas, Michael.
Merry Christmas.
Someone was spamming trying to ask me a question. Well, I'm busy. Like, is it the person that was asking my opinion of the IRA? Because I don't know how many times you need to think it's a good idea to ask people their opinion of terrorist organizations to realize, like, maybe that's just not a great question.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just a
It's
sort
kind of entrapment.
Like, I don't need to get involved.
I think that is legally entrapment too.
Well, is that legal? No, that can't be entrapment. It's not okay. I mean, you could argue they're trying to entrap me, but like, I don't think that's.
But we used in the UK we used to have laws like that about the IRA.
Like people would ask people's opinion about the IRA, and if you said like, oh, blah blah blah, they could go after you.
Yeah, you'd be put on a list.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is that in your book?
I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
Mundo Alon says, "What is that? Face cam?" Yes.
That is Joe's face.
It's my face.
It's a lovely face.
Marvelous. No, it's actually my...
Such a lovely face.
Such a lovely face. Such a lovely face.
Lovely face. Welcome to the Hotel California. No, Jotel.
Yeah,
Jotel.
welcome to the Jotel Hermitcraft.
Yeah.
Such a lovely face. Such a lovely face. All over the place.
Apparently, Manatee Gag knew exactly when you were going to start singing that.
Mm-hmm. I believe it. I never said I wasn't formulaic. Okay. Dang it. Blump. Block placement is hard.
Block. Placing them blocks.
Okay.
You can never leave.
You can log out anytime you want, but you can never leave. Can being yourself be considered formulaic? It depends on how describable you are by formulae.
Also, it depends if you found yourself.
No.
You gotta find that formula deep within you.
I'm just gonna keep making stuff up as I go.
Yep. Hey, isn't that life?
It is.
That's the true meaning of Christmas.
The true meaning of Christmas. Just keep making stuff up.
Yeah. Yogi says, to be fair, most of my servers have a you can log out and never come back, but you can never truly leave policy. See, we have something like that, but it's called GDPR. I've just realised, yeah, we're probably leaving GDPR. I should probably look that up.
Yeah, you guys had that big trade deal. I didn't actually have time to look at the details because everything's been insane today.
It's a big trade deal, but yeah, it's quite lacking in certain places. But of course it would be. Why would you trust our government to make a Brexit deal?
It's fine.
Yay! Anyway, Christmas. Fun. Yay.
Greta Thunberg says the true meaning of Christmas, fake it till you make it. I mean,
that was when I knew I was truly an adult, when I realised that adults had no idea what they were actually doing.
Oh, see, I constantly know what I'm actually doing, but only so I can support the things that I'm making up as I go, too. It's a healthy blend.
It's a healthy blend of being like a swan. You look graceful on the outside, but you're kind of paddling fast under the water.
Oh, yeah. Do you have paddle boats in Britain, like the ones that are shaped like swans?
We do, yeah. We call those pedalos.
Pedalos? What?
Yeah.
What?
We call them pedalo.
What?
I know. Yeah. And yeah, I love those pedalos. We also have, like the slide ones as well.
No, I don't know what the slide ones are, but also I'm still
you rent you go to the seaside, like a beach or something, and you rent a boat with a slide on it, like a water slide.
Ooh. Wait, you have?
I think I broke Joe.
Wait. Okay, so it's not that I've never seen a boat with a water slide on it, because a lot of houseboats have those. But the idea of a houseboat is it's a house on a boat that also has a slide. But you're saying that there's a boat that's just a slide. You drive
Yeah,
it
yeah.
up there just so you can go up the slide ladder and then down the slide into the water?
Into the sea, yeah. And then back out again and through it again. And you like hire it for like an hour. I have broken it, Joe. Pedalos and slide boats have broken, Joe.
This slide boat thing is like this is like the sort of thing that is so Tennessee. The fact that I
it
haven't
should
seen
exist.
this is the this is the sort of thing like this is the sort of thing that should have just always been around. Like,
But yet they're like traditionally pedalos as well. Like they are pedaled, powered.
You
they
pedal,
don't have engines.
you pedal the slide. It's a slide pedal boat.
Mm-hmm.
What? This is like okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like there you go. Have your own private water slide in the sea.
Yeah, that is brilliant. Like, and like
I put a picture of one in the live event chat on the Discord if any of the Patreons want to see that.
let me pull this up.
But we have a lot of those in Europe and things like that.
What? What? This is the most. This is not what I thought this would look like.
Yeah, it's like it's something you would expect. Like all of the like lake resorts and things like that have it.
Okay. Goldavik tips 5 who says Joe was broken on this Christmas Day by Badger Spanner. Thank you. That's going to put us evenly at our next face camera expansion. So here we go. Expand. Jost. Do. Bringing us down now to 50% Joe opacity. So I'm no longer actual size. We'll go ahead and take that down. Okay. Yeah. That's okay. I can't believe Tennessee doesn't have those, because that's exactly the sort of stuff that they would rent.
Cool.
We rent every kind of boat you could possibly imagine, because we are full. The TVA dammed a bunch of lakes, like straight to hell. And so as a result, we've got a ton of lakes, so we got a ton of boat rental places. How have I never seen one of those?
But yeah, they're great. Like that's a real kind of British and European kind of holiday thing we do.
Do they have these in Whitby?
No, they don't. It's too cold for that.
Okay, so like, gotcha.
That's in the North Sea, so it's a little cold. It's like fed by the Arctic.
Interesting.
But yeah, it's a little.
So
but yeah, there are loads of places like that. Yeah, and especially on the continent, like in Spain and places like that.
Oh man!
In fact, I think that picture might be in Spain that I posted on.
I want to buy one of my brothers one of these, and I know I can't afford it.
Oh my god!
But like, I don't want to have to care for it, but I want to use it all the
love
time.
How I've just totally broken you with this, like a boat on a slide on a boat.
It's such a simple concept. How have I never seen it?
America, so short-sighted.
Mr. Lance says, I don't think we even have these in Minnesota, which is all just lakes. Yeah, like, is this, like, illegal in the United States? Is this one of those things where it's like...
There must be some kind of thing that makes it like, oh no, we can't have those.
We can't have those because Big Slide, like, didn't want this upstart producing fiberglass slides for boats.
Amazing.
Yeah,
they're really good fun. Like when you said pedalos, that was one of, apart from the swan one, that was the first thing that came to my head.
Oh, because yeah, we have the swan paddle ones, and I thought that you might have them too because I saw them in Slings and Arrows, which take place in Canada, which is like America's Britain.
But yeah, we have those kind of things like in Hyde Park on the Serpentine Lake and things like that.
Is Hyde Park in London?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It should be in your book.
Well, I'm also trying to like.
I know you're just randomly picking a page.
Yeah, I don't have time to like look up every single place as you say it.
I know. But hey, it's a great reference book.
I'm sure it is. Thank you very much. It was a very kind Christmas gift. Okay.
Maybe they're concerned small children will eat them like the insides of Kinder eggs, says Zois.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking. Is this one of those things where it's like, oh, we can't have that be legal here because something.
A swing paddle boat, said Vidmaster, could be fun or deadly, depending on what point you're thrown from the swing.
No.
No toys and Kinder eggs, no slides on pedalos, says Cat from Wales.
But yeah, since we were already talking about like the tricycle rickshaw thing, like I was like, oh, and there's a boat version of that we can do. There's apparently a whole different boat version of that I had no idea existed.
Yeah. Hey, you might even be able to rent one of those in Galicia and go around the lighthouse with one of those pedalos.
That would actually be cool. I mean, like, every part
depending
of
on the current kind of thing, but yeah.
Yeah. That would
But
be
a lot of
awesome.
places like that, like the resorts around there, have those kind of things.
Mm-hmm. But like, I could do a whole video series where I visit the places that I've built in Minecraft, and then I'm like comparing, like, oh, I got that totally wrong, or whatever.
Yeah, and you were like, oh, my block palette could have been so different.
Yeah, and then I'll be like, look, the YouTube ad revenue from this video has offset $13 of my vacation to Galicia, Spain. If I could get a cheap enough flight, I'll break even. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I flew coach on the way to Nashville. I do not recommend it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And that was British Airways coach as well, which
is that extra bad or extra good? Because I don't have the context to know.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're held in quite high regard, but yeah, no, it's like every other company. Also, I didn't want to give any money to Richard Branson.
Gotcha. Keeler MG says progress is looking so nice so far. You could maybe do detailing on the inside using stairs and walls later. Yeah, I know there's like plaques or murals and stuff on the inside, and I was gonna replace. Once we get the core structure built, I was gonna rip out certain parts and put in.
Because you've got that kind of graduated pyramid that you have to put on the roof of it, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
That'll definitely look good with stairs and walls as well.
Yeah. For right now, though, I'm just trying to get the core. Uh-oh. So I got one. So the ends don't match, and I measured them both. So that means either all 6 of these are wrong, or 5 of these are wrong. That's a potentially a whole thing.
Cool concept. Could be the terrain, Yergi says.
I thought I leveled it, but that's a good point. Good point, Yergi. Yeah, the quadriga being made of llamas. I was gonna get horses, but... Beale Street is in Memphis, not Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different part of the state, like 3 hours away. Okay, well, if you're just in here arguing with people about whether or not you're breaking the rules, then you're just not a good participant in the chat, and I'm going to ban you for being a poor communicator. It's the great thing about me being the only mod right now, like, those rules are really so that the moderators have something to enforce when they're here, but when it's just me...
When you have sovereignty, you can just sit there and go, bye.
Yeah. Like, you're clearly not here to help other people have a better Christmas, and I don't have a lot of patience for that right now. So, okay, so this one, we're 79 up here, although that's at, like, eye level, but, you know what? That'll be at eye level when we go down.
Mhm.
So now we just run backwards. Why did I switch my to third-person view?
I
Don't know.
don't.
Okay, 79 minus 63. That's 16. Okay, so... Yeah, okay. So the whole thing is one block too high. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yep. Joe is only mod tonight. It's supposed to be 15. Yeah, no, if people just want to argue, then they can go to... There are places for them to argue. Like the courts.
Like fortune.
Okay.
That's the kind of person I expect.
So, I think we're gonna... Dang it. We're gonna go ahead and rip off the top layer here. Yeah, and that's gonna break these scaffolds, isn't it? Dang it. Oh, well. That's fine. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. What time is it? 10:47. That's... Not like I have to go to work tomorrow. Although I do have to work. But, whatever. I don't have to get my kid ready for
Boxing
school.
Day here. We don't have to work.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we have like holidays and everything, and we get Monday off too. So.
Oh, really? Wow. See, I've got a ton of work that I
What
put
do you
off.
read? No, we don't get Monday off because Boxing Day is on an actual weekday. Boo.
Yeah, because I postponed a bunch of work so I could spend the days before my daughter left with her. And so now I gotta play catch up.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people who are working from home have got that over the holiday.
So let's see. Okay, so we'll take one layer off all of these. I'm also running super low on... what do you call those? Rockets. Boo. I'm not thrifty with those when I don't have to be.
Yeah, I was wondering why I think you realise that you go through so many of them that it just wouldn't be economical for you to make them yourself.
No.
So you're better off without them.
Yeah, it's like I'll save them for emergencies or like special shots that I'm trying to get.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But yay for tango. Oh no.
Indeed. No, this is how we waste more. You should just build a scaffold up. I have scaffolding. That's like an option
There is
I
no
have.
scaffolding, only Zool.
I'm not interested in trying to teach people the rules of chats on Christmas Day. People are like,
No.
could you give us a quick primer on the rules? I'm just like, no. This isn't a Charles Dickens story where I'm going to like teach you to be nice to other people. If you're not going to be nice to other people, go somewhere else. Yeah, we're still setting up the stream. This is not... Look at this. Does this look ready to you? Mm-mm. That is not Zombie Cleo. That is Badger Spanner. As you can see from the special guest Badger Spanner in the upper right.
Yes. There is more than one British female out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the biggest rule is don't make chat worse by being in it. And the other things are just things to make the moderators' jobs easier when they show up. But I can't afford to pay them every day. So I mostly just self-moderate. Yay. All things in moderation. Elizabeth Morrow says you should put her name up on screen. It is. It's literally in the upper right-hand corner.
It's literally there on the right-hand corner.
We are currently working on a Brandenburg Gate to celebrate New Year's at. Okay. I might have put
So
too many scaffolds.
what are you going to do about fireworks, though, for this? I know you've got, like, a supply from Tango.
I was going to go kill creepers. Because now that I don't need fireworks for flying... it used to be that every time I killed a creeper, I was like, well, I need to use this for flying. So I didn't really do a lot of stuff with fireworks.
Good economy.
But now that I have infinite flying fireworks, that frees up my going to kill creeper thing.
I mean, you've got plenty of mob farms that you can use nearby, like unintentional mob farms.
Oh, yeah, no, that's the thing, is like I can just go through the tunnels underneath Cleo's base and whatever. No, Badger's not helping build. She is just here to hang out because it's a holiday and I am stuck at home alone. And
even though it's nearly 5 o'clock in the morning here, but I had a nap after Christmas dinner, so I am having my second wind.
Well, in fairness, I didn't invite you to be on this show. I invited you to be on a show like 4 hours ago, which was still going to be super late British time.
It's all good.
You know,
I literally do not belong to any time zone apparently, so.
But
it's all good.
I don't want people here thinking that I'm this terrible person who's inviting you to be on a show.
No.
At this time. I invited you to be on a show earlier, and I was like, oh, you'll probably want to go to sleep. And you're like, no, I'll just refresh my drink. It's fine. It's like, okay. Because, yeah, we did a pinball stream earlier.
We did. It'd be really cool if we could do, like, a proper multiplayer stream at some point, though.
Well, what I want to do... as well is like when we actually go to one of those pinball places to like actually like have like we could do a contest, or we could do stuff where we're like we actually like record ourselves playing or maybe compete. I don't know if I actually want to compete because like I have fun competing, but I'm worried that if we try to make a video about a competition, people will take it too seriously because people take everything too seriously. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's go back out here and take a look at this from here. That seems reasonable. Does scaffolding break easier on Java? I don't know. Does scaffolding break more difficultly on Bedrock?
I don't think it does. Although I haven't played Bedrock on a more recent version, but I think it's about the same.
Okay.
I know bamboo breaks a bit easier on Bedrock though.
Whoops.
Or used to.
I need to go get Aurelian. People are asking if there were any women on Hermitcraft who weren't from Europe or Britain. Aurelian, when she joined Hermitcraft, she was from St. Louis, I think. I think she's out in Seattle now. I'm like looking at it. It's like there's no rockets in here. Why no rockets? Where did I put them? Okay, I put 22 of them in here. I feel like when I went to Tango's, I got a bunch of rockets though.
I think you took about 2 stacks last night.
I thought I took 4. But maybe I'm just burning through them with all this hopping up and down.
Yeah, likely.
Yeah, and all the nether trips and... Not having the ender chests be different is driving me crazy right now because all the chests are... Okay.
So annoying.
Daniel Wiggins
Yeah,
says,
apparently I'm much higher in the mix compared to you at the moment.
Oh, sorry. I will turn that down because Badger's way quieter than me in my ears.
You might want to just mix that over in Discord for that.
Yeah. No, you're actually maxed out in Discord.
Okay.
My headphones are just generally low because I don't want my mic picking up an echo. But, okay.
Throwing cards. Do you have a creeper farm, Joe?
I do not, but there's a bunch of random places that are just dark over here.
Yeah.
Like the other side of the glass over this way.
Shame you're not too close to some Scar build.
Yeah, I know. That'd be... Oh, I didn't even build this wall all the way up, so I can just... This is just going to be...
Joe Hill's difference.
I don't know how to get back out. I bounced off 3 walls on my way in here, Badger. Yeah, but anyway, so there's a bunch of unlit caves connected to this, which is why I put that wall in. Oh, there it is. I found the exit.
Hooray.
Yay, indeed. But... And there's just tunnels everywhere. This whole place... I've actually maybe lit this up better than I thought I had. Okay.
Yeah, because for the St. Patrick's Day stream... Oh, no, it was after the St. Patrick's Day stream. I was on the camera account that you'd set up for Corinne.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed quite how many caves there were under there that you hadn't got to yet.
I had no idea until I started messing around in replay mod, and it's just like, oh no.
It's not too many lava lakes, at least, so you did well with the position.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is on Twitch too. Not Twitch 1.
Definitely not Twitch 3. That's way out.
Right out.
Right out.
Right out. I can't do it. No, I don't want decked out. I want my Merry Christmas
You need
box.
to lobbeth it. People are saying the volume is still very low, mate. For me, am I too quiet? I don't know what that is. You know, the thing is... was it the Windows update you did?
I thought I fixed that, because before I was clipping like crazy.
Oh, yeah, of course you were. Yeah, because you've got it set to a certain volume, haven't you, number.
Okay, so sound... Where's my mic? Oh, I hate everything about Windows.
I know.
I'm going...
I prefer using external hard sound cards for this.
Okay, no, the volume... I mean, I can turn it up a little bit, but I don't want to start clipping again. Because the problem is when I do the recording, I'm way more energetic, and then I start clipping, so...
Especially if you're mid-episode as well, so...
Yeah.
You don't want to move your volume much.
Okay.
I'm just too loud, apparently.
Well, I mean, I've got you turned down... Okay, I moved you down 7 decibels in OBS.
I'll also move the boom away from my mouth a bit more as well.
Okay.
That should be better.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it is 5 o'clock in the morning. I should be talking a little softer.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's actually almost 11 o'clock, and we made a ton of progress on this. We didn't actually get any recording done. People are saying Badger's too quiet now. Well, you know...
We'll find the hunt. There we go. That should be better.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Okay. Well, I was going to say, at this point, it's 11 o'clock, and I've been streaming for 4 hours, even though I've only been doing Minecraft for 2. So it would be nice to maybe take a break. I know it's late for you there. Let's see.
I can hang out longer. So.
Ah, well, there's also that rap party. And it looks like Zisto is playing The Long Dark, which is my favorite Canadian walking simulator. Like it's a really weird game. I used to play it when we didn't have a lot of heat, because it made me feel like I was like cosplaying Canada rather than just like not having money. So that game's been around for a while. It's like not open world. It's open world-ish. I don't know. But anyway, twitch.tv/Zisto. We're going to go ahead and raid him. I'm just going to go ahead and play that Frasier song. Any final words, Badger, before we play the song and send people on their way?
Bye, guys, and Merry Festivus, whatever you celebrate, and just have a good, 26th of December tomorrow.
Keep adventuring. Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Hey, so that's why Jean looks so wallen, lost jaw logs and white timbers. And Shaka, I see, was on his army. Yeah, Shaka when all the walls fall. Ha 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 ha. But I don't know if Jean-Luc gets these lost jaw logs and white timbers. They're falling again. Good night, Eladril. We love you.
Okay, raid is going